Ever since Lane Kiffin signed with Tennessee back in 2008, he's been one of the sport's great characters, unpredictable, often outrageous, and always impossible to ignore. His story feels less like standard football fare and more like something out of literary fiction, a prodigy's son navigating fame, pressure, and identity in real time. And now, as he weighs his future with Ole Miss against a potential jump to LSU, the entire sport waits to see which domino falls next. But enough off-field drama. Week 14 delivered winners and losers across the country, and the storylines could fill an entire bookshelf. Ohio State finally flipped the script against Michigan. For years the Buckeyes were unbeatable against everyone except the Wolverines, but that changed on Saturday. They outrushed Michigan, locked down the passing game, and held Bryce Underwood to just 63 yards through the air. Now they move on to one of the biggest games in their century-long rivalry with Indiana. Some ideas in college football are simply bad, and this week delivered a spectacular one. Several ESPN personalities floated the idea of letting Kiffin finish the season coaching Ole Miss even if he leaves for LSU. The suggestion was so bizarre it almost felt like a parody, but that's the double-edged effect of Kiffin's charisma, he makes people say wild things. Texas walked away a winner too. Their season hasn't lived up to expectations, but beating Texas A&M was the perfect way to salvage momentum. The Longhorn defense stepped up at last, forcing multiple turnovers and ending a 4-game slump. Whether they make the playoff or not, the victory reshaped the narrative. Georgia Tech wasn't as fortunate. Despite real improvement under Brent Key, November was brutal. A string of close losses and a final defeat to number 4 Georgia will leave a sting that lasts well beyond this season. Miami, meanwhile, is quietly surging. Since a November loss to SMU, the Hurricanes have been unstoppable, stacking dominant wins and capping it off by crushing Pitt on the road. The team that beat Notre Dame early in the year looks alive again. Not everyone enjoyed the spotlight. Texas Tech's creative Heisman push for linebacker Jacob Rodriguez hit a wall when he threw an interception after lining up at quarterback. Vanderbilt, however, kept its dream season alive with a statement win over Tennessee, giving fans a year they'll talk about for decades. And then there's Florida State, New Mexico, and even Harvard, each with wildly different fortunes, each shaping one of the most unpredictable final weekends college football has seen in years.